what's up, and welcome back to another video on Mono Sports Talk. So, we're going to be doing another NBA predictions video on the NBA restart. We've had a lot of great games so far in the NBA. They've been terrific, down to the finish line, very high quality throughout. The teams are playing extremely hard, and it's just really fun basketball to see, even without the crowd. I think the NBA has done an amazing job so far of the NBA restart. You can see on the screens that there are fans there, I guess through, some video call platform. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I don't think you could hear them cheering, but they definitely added some fake crowd noise. You could definitely feel a little bit of the intensity. Obviously not how it would have been normally, but, it's something. And the NBA has done a great job considering the circumstances. And the players are taking it extremely well. There haven't been any positive tests for quite a long time. Really good job for the NBA. And yeah, players are showing their stances on social issues such as Black Lives Matter and other stuff by taking a knee during the national anthem and all that other stuff. Anyway, so far it's been going well, reasonably well. Now, here are my predictions for some of the upcoming games. We got some good games here coming up. Got Thursday, which is going to be a really good day to watch basketball. Got a triple header on TNT. Should be really fun. So first off, we're going to be starting with the first game, which is on Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time on TNT. The Miami Heat taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. So Eastern Conference matchup here. Could be a possible playoff matchup, but going to be a great Eastern Conference, meet here on national TV. Both teams are in the playoffs. Now, on Sunday, we saw the Bucks. They lost to the Rockets, very surprisingly. Even to me, I thought the Bucks would have beaten the Rockets, but they didn't. And that would surprise many people as well. But the Rockets played really good defense. Giannis didn't really play that well down the stretch. And, they had a tough loss. But, they want to prove themselves here. The Miami Heat, no joke, they're a playoff team, got some star players, really, they have maybe an NBA Finals caliber type team, we'll see, but yeah, the Heat are pretty good. The Heat are looking to get on a run before the playoffs, and I don't know if they can get the number 3 seed, I doubt it, but we'll see. Well, the Heat, they're really well coached. Eric Spoelstra has been around for a while, led them to 2 championships. The Heat have a very strong bench. You got Kelly Olynyk, who's pretty good. Got that. You always have Andre Iguodala, who hasn't really played that much, but so you do have some players in the bench as available. I got Derek Jones Jr., who hasn't really played that much, but terrific dunker as we saw, and and we have Goran Dragic, who's pretty good as well, and Tyler Hero as well. So their bench is pretty good to complement the starting lineup. So I think this should be a good game. They'll give the Bucks some problems. They got some veteran players, good players. Jimmy Buckets, obviously that's what I like to call him, Jimmy Butler, and Jay Crowder. And they should play some good defense and do some stuff to the Bucks. Make it a good game. But overall, I don't think the Heat are going to do enough against the Bucks. Their offense wouldn't be enough. The Bucks have one of the best offenses in the league, and Bucks should win by 2. That's my prediction. Now we'll move on to the next game. We got the LA Clippers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. This will be on Thursday at 5:30, so directly right after the Heat versus Bucks game. So, Western Conference matchup here should be high scoring. Mavericks, really high powered offense, scored 149 against the Rockets. Both teams have a very lethal offense, especially both teams can shoot the 3 extremely well. We saw the Clippers against the Pelicans drain 25 threes. Kind of ridiculous there. They shot like 50% from downtown. Good news for the Clippers that Lou Williams is back in town. He came back at the 10-day quarantine and now should be back for the Clippers in this game, helping the bench tremendously. So they get the bench support they need to help out Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So, once again, this the duo of PG-13 and Kawhi Leonard is a great offensive and defensive duo. The Clippers will play great defense. Hopefully they'll be able to. We'll see for them if they can stop Luka Doncic, star guard, MVP candidate for the Mavericks. They're gonna have to play some good defense to stop him. Luka will definitely make some impact, but yeah, the Clippers should hold him relatively well. Now, the Clips definitely have to guard the paint against Kristaps Porzingis, who was pretty much dominating against the Rockets. Obviously, they're small ball, but the Clippers need to do a good job to guard him. Now, again, like every team that plays the Mavericks, the Clippers should benefit off the weak defenses. And especially late, if they're down, they should take advantage because the Mavericks haven't done well in late game situations, giving up leads like we saw against the Rockets. So they'll play much better defense than Dallas to secure the win. I say they win by 6, so might be close, but the Clippers should pull away late. Now, this is the good game. The Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. This is going to be one of the best games, I think. Got it out Thursday at 8 o'clock, so this is the night one on TNT, so that's right after that. So they're right back to back to back, okay? So, this game between the Rockets and the Lakers, many people excited. I'm really excited for this game. The Rockets have played extremely well so far during the restart. Small ball lineup versus the Lakers, Lakers have huge guys in their lineup. Obviously, LeBron, Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, It's going to be tough for them to stop it, but, the Rockets got out-rebounded by like 30 against the Bucks, but they still won, because they played such good defense at the end. And throughout the game, they're able to steal the ball, get turnovers, play great defense, make some key threes and stuff. So, for the Rockets, PJ Tucker, he's going to have to play a huge part this time. He has to stop the bigs in the paint, JaVale McGee. I don't know if he has to try and defend LeBron. You have to try to defend him. Obviously, it's really hard to defend him. He just runs through you like a freight train. And then Anthony Davis as well. He'll be hard to guard because he can shoot threes pretty well and free throws and shooting. So, he's gonna have to try and defend all of them because Houston switches on defense quite a bit. So PJ Tucker might have a shot at all of them because how frequently Houston switches. So the Rockets have been playing well in the crunch time, which has been the last 5 minutes of each of their games. Defensively has been really stellar and made some clutch buckets. So important threes and made good free throws with Russell Westbrook in that last game. The Rockets players defensively have really good hands. You can see them, they steal the ball so much because of that. And that allows them to make easy layups in transition. And they're like 3-on-1, 3-on-2. And that can create runs, which is what happened later in the past 2 games they played. So Harden, Westbrook, Covington, Tucker, all 4 of them have really good hands, okay? They created 15 steals and 22 turnovers against the Bucks. They played good defense versus Giannis. You could see Harden and the others, playing good defense against Giannis, who made poor decisions. He lost the ball. Rockets took advantage. Now, even against Dallas, the Rockets created about 20 turnovers and 12 steals. So really good there. In this game, though, the Rockets, they're going to have to play their best defense that they have because it's going to be hard to stop all the guys for the Lakers. And the supporting cast, this is very important, the supporting cast for the Rockets has to make the open threes. This has been an issue here because I saw in the last game Harden was making the right play, kicking it out to one of the guys behind the three-point line because they're wide open, right? You have Jeff Green, PJ Tucker. PJ definitely made some shots down the stretch. But guys like Jeff Green, they have to make their threes more often than not because they're going to try and double-team Harden or Westbrook. And they kick it back out, and that should leave it wide open for 3. You have to make those shots. Harden and Westbrook can't do everything, right? So, Westbrook, he's had some really great games against the Lakers. He should have another great game. In this matchup, again, it's always going to be hard to stop LeBron, especially for the Rockets, but Harden did not have the best performance against the Bucks, but they still won. But I think in this game, Harden delivers as well. He has a good game, much better game than against the Bucks. And he'll make some important threes, have those sticky hands, create turnovers. Feel like they can create some turnovers against Anthony Davis. So the Rockets squeak by. When I mean squeak by, they win by 1 point, according to me, and making just enough shots to beat the Lakers. Last game we have is the Toronto Raptors taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. This is next week, Monday, 5:30 Central on ESPN. So it's a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals, so it should be something to look forward to here. But the Raptors, once again, without Kawhi Leonard. But I think this has the potential to be the Eastern Conference Finals again. You know, the Raptors, so well coached. According to me, the best coached team in the league with Nick Nurse as their head coach. You know, the offense is really smooth. The ball flows well between everybody. And defensively, they're really hard to beat. You know, really strong defensive team. Yeah, many players stepping up in key situations, so the team generally steps up when needed. You know, like we got Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, obviously Fred VanVleet against the Pacers was really good, draining that clutch shot down the line. So I think the Raptors definitely have a good chance to beat the Bucks, and I don't think Giannis has a good game here. The Raptors will play good defense. They should be able to create that wall against Giannis. Like when Giannis drives in so fast, they create a wall. So then he has to step back because he can't go. He would just lose the ball or something. So then he'd have to force him to make threes. Occasionally he might make one, but we're betting on that he won't make those threes that often because you can't guard both against Giannis. Giannis, you either have to guard inside or outside of the line. You can't do both. He's just, you know, too physical, too big to do that. So the Raptors will block the paint and just play good defense from the outside. And sorry about that. Overall, they should be able to match up with the Bucks, especially by shooting threes. A really good three-shooting team. I think they might even shoot better than them from downtown. I think one of their players will step up. Don't know who. They got a lot of players, but I know one of them is going to step up. For the Bucks, I'm a little bit unsure right now. So my phone went off anyway. But the Raptors will match up in the paint, like I said, to prevent Giannis from driving. And I think the Raptors are really versatile here, and they should get the job done. I think they win by 3. So those are my predictions anyway. Go ahead and comment what do you think of my predictions. What are your predictions for this game? What do you think of mine? And if you enjoyed this video, go down and hit that like button to support my YouTube channel. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I've been coming up with NBA predictions. It's going to be going on. Got the playoffs coming in about 2 weeks, so it should be really interesting for that. I'll get my predictions for that. And the NFL, hopefully they'll start next month. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.